right here. Coach Boinkins versus Jack, TJ Whitman. You know, we got a couple of issues with these spreads. Everybody thinking something different, but these guys right here gonna lay it down for you. Week 9, first game I got on my list, I got LSU at home versus Auburn, giving up 14 points. What you think about that, Jack?
Well, honestly, I think that's going to be a good little bout, SEC bound. LSU, they average about 390, 400 yards a game in passing, and they average 220, 230 giving up passing also. Auburn, they only 190 in passing, and they 230, 250 in rushing yards. So it seems like all they like to do is ground and pound. And LSU, they're a good run stop team. So I actually think Auburn covers. I give them 10 points. LSU.
All right, what's your take on this?
LSU gonna blow out Auburn.
Why you say that, boy?
Reason because when you just watch them head to head, they're two different ball clubs. LSU is averaging almost 45 points a game. Auburn has a freshman quarterback. They playing at LSU. All right. So with that being said, there's a lot of intangibles. The first time playing down at LSU, it's gonna be rocking, and it's a tough place to play in. I think they get beat by more than 14.
I see this game landing on 14. For some reason, or some odd reason, but LSU has, they've had to put up money on LSU should cover. But, where's this game at? At LSU?
They'll balance.
Yeah.
LSU should cover it, and I take that back. All right, next thing we got on my list, we got Ohio State at home versus Wisconsin, giving up 14. This is Ohio State man over here. Buckeye till he die.
That's right.
So we're going to start with you. What's your take on that?
Buckeyes gonna blow the wheels off of Wisconsin.
Dang, by how many? What's your guess?
I'm gonna say by 24.
Woo. Woo.
Wisconsin just coming off a loss to Illinois. They were 30-point. They're supposed to project to beat them by 30 points. Illinois beat them by 1.
Okay.
They got to go to the big house. Not to the big house, to the horseshoe.
To the horseshoe, yeah.
So with that being said, they coming off a tough loss. Our defense is really playing really well right now. We only giving them 8 points a game. And our offense, Justin Fields, he leads the nation in touchdowns. So I'm looking for us to handle business and definitely cover 24 points again.
Okay, what's your take on that?
I'm going with the Buckeyes, man. I just feel like Justin Fields is way too much. Him and Dobbins back there, that's a real bad duo. So Wisconsin, they're a good run stop team, but it's tough for them to really.
Y'all want to win the game?
It's really tough for them to actually stop the ball when it's in the air. All right, so Ohio State has some dominant receivers. They're not really known like Alabama receivers, Waddle and but still, they're explosive, and I really don't feel like Wisconsin DBs can really check with those guys. So, and also it is a tough environment to play in. So I feel like Ohio State will pull off like towards third, fourth quarter, end up winning by 24, 21, 24.
Okay. All right, next on my list, I got Michigan versus Notre Dame. Michigan at home, giving up 3. These are two shaky teams. This is a tough one. I started with you last. I'm going to hear from you, Jack.
I think I want to go with Notre Dame. I think they're going to cover 3. Simply because Michigan, it's just not their year. They've been struggling with almost every game that they've played. took a tough loss to Iowa. And
Yeah. Yeah, Wisconsin. Yeah, they took a bad loss to Wisconsin. And then they struggled with Army too.
Army, yeah, first game. So
Yeah.
I just feel like Harbaugh. I mean, this is not his year.
It ain't never been his year.
It's really happened.
Yeah, it ain't never been his year.
And it seems like the road is not getting any easier for these guys. I just feel like Notre Dame, they're an explosive team, good defense. I mean, they gave SEC team real trouble, real problems. So I just feel like they just don't have enough. Michigan's just not there. So I say Notre Dame by 14.
Okay, what's your
I'm
take?
saying Notre Dame also. Michigan been struggling all year. Offense really ain't been where they wanted to be. Got a pretty good defense, but offense just really ain't been giving them. Shea Patterson really hasn't been giving them living up to the expectations. And like you said, Notre Dame they put on a pretty good show last time they played SEC, but they it's up and down. But I like Notre Dame to win this game by 14.
Bold prediction. We're gonna make sure we highlight that one right there. But you gonna tell us we told you so, huh? All right, I dig that. Next, Penn State versus Michigan. At Michigan.
State.
No, I'm sorry, yeah. Penn State versus Michigan State. The Spartans at home, giving up 7. What's your take on that?
Well, I kind of feel like they're kind of close in numbers, but I feel like Penn State is going to take this. What's the spread? 14 or 7? Yeah, I think they'll definitely win by 14. Both of them have real trouble, pretty much on the ground. Penn State averaged almost 40 points. Michigan State averaged 23 points. Michigan State's really not been Michigan State this year. And Penn State, they took a tough loss this year, but I feel like they still have what it takes to go ahead and take care of this business. And I say Penn State by, 10 plus.
Mark D'Antonio, James Franklin.
I like that too. Their defense is fantastic, but it only lasts so long on a game when you can't get first down. And I think Penn State got the skilled players to make the plays on the perimeter, even though Michigan State got good secondary. But when it's thrown at you so many times, I mean, you're going to miss a couple times. And the offense ain't going to back it up. So I agree with y'all on that one.
Going with Penn State over Michigan State. Really explosive, good defense.
I like that.
I think it's more than 7 though.
It's a tricky one right here though. Clemson versus Boston College. Clemson at home. Leaving Boston College 35.
I don't think they're gonna cover.
Okay.
Reason being they've been struggling. They played Louisville last week. They had a bunch of turnovers and just not playing like Clemson. They're not playing Clemson football right now, even though they are undefeated. But they still got to play the game.
But the thing is though, but listen though, the thing is though, at this point in time last year they weren't playing like Clemson.
I understand that, but at some point the ship gonna sink. The ship is gonna sink.
I agree.
And it could be any week the way they playing right now.
I agree.
They sure ran it up on Alabama last year.
What's your take on this, TJ?
I'm going Clemson. I know 35 is a big number, but they'll be up 35 by halftime. Because, of course, Boston College giving up 300 yards in the air. And Clemson, I feel like Trevor Lawrence, this is time to really, all right, let me wake up. He had a bad first part of the season. And you got Etienne, he's still toting that rock. and I just don't feel like Boston College has enough. I mean, to even slow them down. Of course, North Carolina, they wasn't that bad. They was the only team that actually gave Clemson a run. You know, but at the same time, I mean, everybody has their day, you know, and I just feel like Saturday is not Boston College's day.
Not Boston College Day.
So I'm saying 42.
Okay. All right. Next topic we have Alabama Roll Tide versus Arkansas, giving up 35. Alabama at home without Tua. That's the big question.
I'm not too fond of Alabama, but you know, I'm a football analyst, so I just feel like Alabama, they'll go up on you, but then they'll call the dogs off. You know, Nick Saban, he got a real soft heart, so I don't feel like they're gonna put their foot on their neck. I mean, they haven't covered. Well, they're like 1 for 6, 1 for 7 in the spread, covering spread,
Right.
and you know, I feel like this is a game that the bookie gonna win. So I say either they land on 35 or they don't cover at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they don't cover. Simply because Tua's not in the game. I want to say I know he's a top 3 as far as touchdowns for the year. So I'm really interested to see who the backup is.
I got one simple question. If you know they play Arkansas this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think with them starting the week off with Mac Jones, you don't think he can lead them to a 35-point win?
It's going to, the explosiveness of the offense is going to come down. I know he's had a whole week to prepare, but being in the game
Yes,
and in practice, that's 2 different things.
Yeah.
They'll probably dumb down the offense for him. Not saying that he's not a dynamic ball player, but it's his first time out, and they want to limit his mistakes. I think Nick would rather him just be, you know, make the short throw, the less, you know, the throw that's not going to hurt him the most.
Right, yeah, ain't gonna hurt him.
So I feel they want him to just manage the game, let the defense win the game, just score points.
And I honestly feel like Bama's run game is not really being how it's been. You know, they're
They
usually
had 4 minutes about it, man. They got 8 right behind them. It's hard to run on athletes like that. You know?
I mean, this is just they're mostly pass. I mean, mostly all the touchdowns is coming from passes. I mean, Tua, he had 23 touchdowns, so 23 plus touchdowns, and those are not rushing touchdowns. And I just feel like, I mean, they don't have a dominant back. Najee Harris, he's a good back, but he's not like Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, nothing like that. So I feel like they can be tackled and stopped.
Got to cut this segment kind of short. That's all we have, but more spreads will be on the way by tomorrow. Tune in. It's your boy Marlo Mike. Cover the spreads. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby.